TGIF, everyone. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. We're bringing it to you live. This is Brian Anderson, joined by Grant Hill and Richard Jefferson. Allie LaForce will be our reporter from the sideline. Well, a chance to check out some stats for him.
The way he shot the ball in these last 5 games has been tremendous. His field goal percentage has been on the rise, and he's showing zero indications that he's going to slow down anytime soon.
Now the starting group for the visitors. They've got Cunningham, and it's Bird in at the 2, and it's Scott in at the 1 spot. And Grant, we hear all the time about the rookie wall.
Oh, it's definitely a real thing, BA. Not for every rookie, but a good percentage of them. You know, I'm interested to see which ones in this class are able to power through. Go.
Pass to T. Six on the shot clock. Scott passes to Goose. Knocks it down from distance.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Here's Bird. Inside. Here's the captain. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
Got it in close, and unless it's an open 3, that's the key to efficient offense.
Pass to Scott. And we're about a minute into the first. There's the triple. Missed it. Now 0 for 1 on this game. To the middle. Here's the captain. And Goose pulls it down. Gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. The shot by Rodriguez, no good. And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter. Here's Bird. Missed inside. Gone 1 for 3 so far. Pass to Rodriguez. There's the 3. Nope, another miss. 0 for 2 to start the game.
Slow start, 1 of 4 to begin this game.
Here's the great one. To the wing, right side. Bird, that's good.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Here's the doctor. And stolen by Cunningham. Shoots off the step back, and he makes it. Bird's got 5.
When guys are moving the ball, sharing it, it makes the game so much more fun, both as a player and as a fan.
And so now a timeout called by Kenny Atkinson. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. Coming into this, having notched to win against the Lakers in their last game.
Yeah, they hit the court last game with some serious attitude, especially on offense.
And they backed it up with their play, got production from everyone, and they were able to walk the walk on the offensive end.
Here's the doctor. What a tremendous game he played against the Lakers. Pass to Rodriguez. Here's T to halt the run. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
Nice ball movement there. Delivered the pass right on time.
Gone 3 of 5 here in the opening quarter. Here's the great one. Off target from outside. Gone 2 for 4 from range to start things off. Pass to Doctor. Here's Scott. On target from range.
No one there to contest, so he just drops it in like he's at the rec league.
Here's the great one. He played a great game against the Lakers. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. This is his first opportunity at the line this evening. First free throw is good. Good on both. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in this first quarter. Pass to Doctor. Here's Rodriguez. Three-pointer. And Cunningham pulls it down. To the paint. Here's the captain. The layup off target. Gone 3 of 6 shooting from beyond the arc. Here's Scott. And he also played really well in the win against the Lakers.
If you're not right up there on him, oh, he's going to make you pay.
Here's the great one. Pass to Bird. Here's the great one. Shot clock at 6. And we've got a moment here to show you this season's most aggressive defensive team.
They're quick to help each other, and they have some tremendous athletes with a nose for the ball.
This is his second trip to the free throw line in this one. And he drops the first. Holiday's checked in for Scott. And so he makes both from the line. Gone 4 of 8 and looking in control. Pass to T. Here's the Doctor. Here's Rodriguez. Sinks it from distance.
When you let a team knock down that many threes, you know you're likely to be on the wrong side of a run.
Che passes to the captain. Here's the great one. He's covered by Holiday. And it's Bird missing. Gone 5 of 9 from the floor. With a 9-footer, Goose. Good. Goose has got 5 points.
And what's working here? Each guy is willing to make the next pass.
Here's the great one. He's covered by Holiday. And Che gets it to go.
Most of the time, if you give him that much room, oh, yeah, that's going to be the result.
Here's Rodriguez. 11 points for him last game against the Lakers.
Putting others before himself, racking up assists. Hey, I wished I played with more guys like him.
Gone 2 for 4 from range to start things off. Here's the great one. He's covered by Holiday. Here's Bird. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. He got 7 of 11 shots to find the mark. The shot by Holiday, no good. Pass to the great one. Here's Che. Here's Bird. And he also played really well in the win against the Lakers. And rejected. And they'll get another chance. Che, shot is off. Shooting a terrific 58% to start the game. Excellent numbers. Oh, it's stolen. Here's the captain. 23 points for him last game against the Lakers.
And he really dominated, working hard to control the glass.
Cuts off the pass. Misses from close range.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
Here's Goose. He's got 5. That one drops for him. Goose has gotten his 3rd basket of the night.
Some defenses are designed to yield the mid-range shot. For him, that's a good look.
So Nick Nurse has decided to call timeout here. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. Shooting just about 29% so far. Not great. Pass to Bird for 3. Rebounded by the Doctor. The Doctor's got 4 rebounds now.
He's been off this whole period, unable to sustain any kind of consistency.
Holiday from long range. That one is off. Gone just 2 for 6 from the arc here in the first. Here's Che. 29 points for him last game against the Lakers.
And you have to mention his impact on the defensive end. Came up with 3 timely steals in that one as well.
Man, miss after miss for him. When you're having a quarter like this, the only beneficiary is the defense.
Here's the Doctor. He's watched by Cunningham. Sinks the tray. 9 points now for T.
They've really built this lead on the back of their perimeter game.
We'll see if they can keep this pace. Not sure they can win it by relying on just the 3.
Here's Bird. 5 points in the game. Here's Che. And he can't stop the run as that one misses.
I love how they've attacked the boards here in the first quarter.
Outside Holiday. Beyond the arc. And Cunningham pulls it down. Here's Bird to the right side. The great one passes to Bird. Here's the captain. 6 to shoot. Here's the great one from deep. Can't get it to fall. 0 for 2 now.
Would you say testing the limits of his range there?
Yeah, he might have been feeling himself a little too much on that one. He can hit it, but not consistently.
And this defense needs to turn the screws and ramp up the intensity. They're looking a little loose out there right now.
They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
And it's Bird missing.
I think he's gone completely dry. Nothing is hitting.
Yeah, and the risk now is that he gets inside his own head. Time to take deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth, and let the game come to you.
Releases from the wing and drills it. The great one's got 6 points.
Nice ball movement there. That's how you break down the defense.
Pass to T. 4-3. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
And just nails the 3. Way to close the quarter.
He knew exactly how he wanted to do it, too. There was no doubt in his mind that it was going to fall.
The first quarter concludes, and a double-digit lead on the scoreboard. Leading by 14. We'll take a quick break and then get you back to the action. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And from what we've seen here from the home team, what's your take so far?
Well, it seems like they went in looking to do damage from long range, and they faced little resistance.
Their points came almost exclusively from beyond the arc, and as this game continues, that should open up the floor for the rest of their offense.
They've got Cunningham, and it's Bird in at the 2. Shooting just 24% in this one. Not great. Che passes to the great one. Hits the trifecta. 9 points in the game.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You gotta show some fire and keep defending.
I like that. Punch it inside. You usually end up with a good shot and or get fouled.
Here's Che. Buries it. He's 2 for 4 in this game. Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. Pass to Goose. Here's the doctor. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Clock at 6. Here's Scott. Three-pointer. Nope, that one misses. Now 3 for 5.
And after connecting twice from deep in the first quarter, he hasn't been able to drain another here in the second.
Pass to the great one. The 3 is up. And he can't get that one. Gone just 1 of 3 to begin the second quarter. Quarter 2 and about 2 minutes in. Drills it from deep. T's got 12.
No one there to contest, so he just drops it in like he's at the rec league.
Cunningham outside. Here's Bird. The 3. And Rodriguez pulls it down. Pass to Doctor. Let's go with a 3. Connects from downtown.
Impressive offensive versatility for big. He can show you a variety of looks.
Che passes to the great one. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. He's got 12.
After failing to knock down anything from deep in the first quarter, he's got 2 to go here in the second.
Here's Goose. 3 minutes of action thus far in the second. Pass to Doctor. And stolen by Cunningham. Throws it up high. Boy, left it right in the sweet spot with the lob. Nicely done.
Now that's a textbook alley-oop.
I thought he'd go for the slam, but that worked. Rodriguez, the pass to the Doctor. Here's T. Fires the 3. Up again. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
Pass to the great one. Well, Grant, offense is trying to stretch the D to the breaking point, but it goes beyond just three-point shooting.
Yeah, there's how you position on the perimeter, but, you know, then you also want that vertical spacing, too, where you have a lob threat at the rim.
Here's Goose, coming off a 34-point game against the Lakers.
And he didn't just create offense for himself now. He did a tremendous job of setting up his teammates as well.
6 to shoot. Here's T. And it's off from three-point range. Gone 2 of 6 from distance here in the second quarter. Here's the great one. 12 points for him. There's the 3. Here's Che. No good from outside. Gotten 4 of 8 shots to drop in the second. Pass to Doctor. Here's Scott. The 3 is up. And Cunningham pulls it down.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's the shot he typically makes.
They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
There's the triple. Oh, drew the foul and almost hit the three-point bucket. But he'll head to the line for 3.
You know, not the smartest play a defender can make there. And he's good on the first of 3.
Good on the second one. And he can't make it 3 for 3.
And you have to think that they're leading this game because of how they've controlled the boards tonight.
Shooting 44% from the field during the second. Here's the great one. 14 points for him. Pass to T. Three-pointer. Hey, shooting the ball well. He's 5 for 9 in the game.
And shooting-wise, he's been fantastic, helping to build this lead.
Here's the great one. Bird passes to the captain. Ooh, it's stolen away. With the floater. The shot by Rodriguez, no good. Gotten 4 of their first 9 shots to go here in the second. Here's the great one. Deflects the pass. Cunningham nails the baby hook. Cunningham's got 4 points now in the quarter. Gone just 5 of 12 here in the second quarter. Pass to T. Here's Rodriguez. He has 6. They set the pick from the arc. They grab their own miss. Here's Scott. Down to 5 on the shot clock.
Away team foul. Number 7. First personal foul.
It's his first trip to the line.
At the line for 2. Scott.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First one falls for him. He's perfect from the line this time. Any hope of coming back to win this game looks near impossible.
I know. The way things have gone so far, hard to imagine.
Here's Bird. He's got 5. This one for 3. Rebounded by the Doctor. The Doctor's got 8 rebounds in the game.
Just an ugly show from him offensively. Yep, no way to describe it, just ugly, and that hasn't helped.
Transition basketball, the most reliable way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, when you hustle on the break like he does, good things tend to happen.
Here's the great one. 14 points for him. And he drains it. That basket makes him 4 for 9.
He's doing everything he can. If they want to win, others have to step up and provide some scoring.
On the wing, Holiday. 17 points for him last game against the Lakers.
He's more than chipped in on the glass as well. Just a tremendous effort last time out.
Off target with the 3. Gotten 6 of their 12 attempts to go since the end of the first. To the inside. Ooh, poked away. The Doctor. Pass to Scott. Here's Goose. Here's the Doctor. To the left wing. Here's Scott. Rebounded by Che.
He hasn't been able to find his touch this quarter.
Yeah, straight up, guys. Like, he's ice cold, like freezing. What's colder than cold? But you don't have to shoot it, my guy. It's okay to pass the ball.
Cunningham, a screen on Holiday. Oh, he nails that one. 3 for 4 now.
He was inside his own head in that first quarter. You could see it. Now he's doing a much better job of letting the game come to him.
Pass to Doctor. Fires from deep. It's not going to go for him. Gotten 7 of 13 attempts to go here in the second. Che passes to Bird. There's 38 seconds left to play in the second quarter. Here's Cunningham. The bank shot, no good. Shooting 35% in the second so far. We've got 22 seconds left to play in the first half. Pass to Scott to end the cold spell. Nope, shooting 3 for 8 in the game now.
Well, despite some uneven shooting from him, they're still out in front.
Here's Bird. Here's the teardrop. No good. Would have counted had it gone. And so that's the end of the first half. They lead by 13. Well, now we have some time to check in with Allie LaForce. Allie.
I'm here with Nick Nurse, and Coach, I saw you imploring your team to pick it up. Where do you need to be better in the second half?
Well, we're not very good offensively right now. I think we're taking some okay shots, but we got to be a little bit more patient and keep moving it around a little bit. Need multiple paint touches rather than just one. So we just got to do a little bit better job of getting off it and relocating a little bit.
Patience is a virtue. Thank you, Coach.
Thank you, Allie. Good stuff. We will be right back after this break for the beginning of the third quarter.
Howdy, folks. The moment you've been waiting for is here. Before we recap the first half, let's see what the standings look like in the East. Pretty interesting how this is all coming together, don't you guys think?
Not interesting. It's exactly how I predicted it would look.
Oh, sure. Like you could have predicted the standings would look just like this. Whatever floats your boat, big guy.
Kenny, you leave my boat out of this. I'll make you walk the plank.
And now, how about that first half? Talk about a dominating display for the home team.
Modern era. Work the ball around the perimeter and shoot it with confidence.
That's right. My name would be Shaquille O'Nealovich. If you can't beat him, you join him.
Thanks for tuning in. Now it's time to head back over to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Shooting 34% thus far in this game. And it's Goose in at the center position. And that's the group for Kenny Atkinson as we begin the second half. Pass to the gray one. Fires the three. Can't get that one to go. Now 4 for 10.
And they're +5 on the boards after that rebound.
Here's the doctor. Here's T. Drains the triple. T's got 18 points in the game.
And this is how he shines. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
Yeah, and you got to know where he is at all times, especially when he's roaming around the perimeter ready to fire.
Buries it from 3.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Here's the doctor. Pass to T. And with a little over a minute gone by, the second half is underway. Here's the great one. And a miss there on the triple.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
The shot by Rodriguez, no good. Gone just 1 of 3 in the second half. Here's the captain, and he dunks it down.
And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
And that could be the spark they needed to make a little run as they try to even this thing up.
gotten 2 of 4 shots to go since the break. And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
First team foul. At the line for 2, 0.
And he knocks down the first one. And he can't hit the second. Gone, only 1 of 3 from deep here in the third. Pass to the gray one. Out to the right wing. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Bird. Lays it up and banks it in. Bird's got his 3rd basket on the night right there.
He took it right to the rack, and look, there's no one that can stop him.
Goose passes to Rodriguez. Here's T. Fires in the triple.
This man has entered the zone. Great shooting performance from him all game long.
Pass to the gray one. Launches it. And Goose pulls it down. Goose has got 12 rebounds here tonight. Big time effort. Here's T. He's got 21. Here's Scott. The 3. Tips it up. Controls the rebound and the putback. 23 points now for T.
Big time effort on the glass.
And when you have a touch that soft, those tip-ins are easier to make. Here's Che. He's got 5. Pass to the gray one. From deep. And Goose pulls it down. Goose has got 13 rebounds in the game. Glass eating. Here's T. They set the screen. Tipped. Rodriguez, the pass to Scott. Knocks down the long J. Scott's got 13.
In today's game, you can never afford to get beat in the three-point battle.
Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
Yeah, it feels like he's forcing things, which will happen. He's trying to help his team.
To the paint. Here's Goose. And a quick check-in with the leaderboard. Here are the NBA's top rebounders. Gotten just 3 of 8 shots to go in the third quarter. Pass to Cunningham. Will it go? Bird, that's good. Bird's got 5 points now in the quarter.
If you give him that kind of separation, oh, he's going to take full advantage.
Here's Rodriguez. 6 points for him. Out to the right wing. Goose passes to T. And they waste no time getting those 3 points back. T's got 11 points here in the second half.
This man is on fire. His team is winning, and it doesn't get better than that.
Down low. Here's Cunningham. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. Give him 8.
Terrific design and execution, leading to an opportunity right at the rim.
Here's Scott. He's got 13. Pass to Rodriguez from downtown. And Cunningham pulls it down. Gotten 5 of 10 shots to go. Here's Che. Back to Cunningham. Here's Bird. Offline with a three. Gotten 12 of their points this quarter from deep. 4 of 6. The Doctor. Pass to Goose. Here's Rodriguez. Pass to Goose. Here's the Doctor. Lets the three fly. Knocks down the triple. The Doctor's got 4 points in the quarter.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Che passes to the captain. Here's the great one. He's got 19. Here's Bird. Pass to the great one. From 17. That one no good.
This is the definition of forcing it. He's trying to get himself going, but taking tough shots just won't do it.
Right wing. Here's the Doctor. T passes to the Doctor. Drops in the three. The Doctor's got 10 points.
All 5 of the last buckets they've given up have been from downtown. He's shaking the hoop. He's actually shaking the whole building.
Oh, what a slam. Look here, the fans going crazy right now. Well, that's a fantastic view there from the AT&T Connected Cam. Gotten 7 of their first 11 attempts to go in this half. Here's Rodriguez. No good with the triple. Gone 6 of 13 to open up this second half. Inside. Here's the captain. And Goose pulls it down. Goose has got 14. Yep, 14 rebounds for him tonight. Here's Rodriguez. 6 points for him. Scott can't get it to go. Cunningham looking around. Pass to the great one. Back to Cunningham. It's good. And he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A 3-point play opportunity. And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
One shot.
And they've been moving the ball really well tonight.
Good things come to those who take good shots.
Pass to Holiday. Here's Goose. Outside Holiday. Shot clock at 5. Here's Scott. Off target from outside. Shooting 47% during this third quarter. Here's the great one. He's covered by Holiday. The great one can't get it to go.
He just keeps firing from distance. I know he's trying to heat up, but at what cost?
Rodriguez, the pass to Holiday. There's 48 seconds left in the third, and it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Cunningham.
He clipped the ball there, but not enough to nab the steal.
That's fine. You love the effort, not making things easy for the opposition on offense.
46 seconds left in the third quarter here.
Well, he had a strong first half, but ever since the break, he's been looking a little sluggish.
Bird passes to the great one. The three-pointer off the mark. Gotten 7 of 15 shots to hit in this second half. To get back on track, Goose. Oh, he got him with a pump fake, but he couldn't finish. Shooting just 37% so far in this one. And it's Bird missing. Pass to Scott. A deep three. Oh, no good on the last second attempt there. And here at the end of the third, it's a double-digit ball game. Leading by 17. After a quick break, we're coming right back with the start of the fourth quarter. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
You talk about painting a magnificent picture with that dime. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
A lot of times a spectacular pass is more impressive than a spectacular shot. This is one of those times.
Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. They've got Cunningham, and it's the great one in at the point.
You can get away with one once in a while, but it looked like he wasn't completely set on that pick.
You gotta blow the whistle when it's that obvious. Great call there by the official.
Here's the great one. Pass to Bird for three, and the three-pointer goes.
He knocked one deep ball in the first half, but you start to get the feeling he's finding his rhythm out there now.
Here's Scott. Here's the doctor. Here's the three. Sinks it from distance.
It's turned into a showdown here. Dueling from distance.
Take that, he says. I see your three, and I'll raise you another three.
Pass to Bird. Lets it go from deep. He buries it from three.
Another triple for him. 3 in the second half. 4 total. Keep shooting it.
Shooting pretty well at 45%. Outside Holiday. Fourth quarter still young. Just over a minute played. Shot clock at 6. Here's Scott. Good on the 13-footer.
Just continuing to pile it on, refusing to let up.
If he has space in the mid-range, he'll let it fly. Doesn't matter if the score is tied or they are up big.
Here's Che. Cunningham outside. Here's the great one. Pass to Bird. There's the block.
And right now, they're +8 in the rebounding category. That's helping them run away with this.
They recover it. 2 minutes gone by here in the fourth. Here's the doctor. Jacks up a three. And Cunningham pulls it down. Gone 2 of 3 to open the fourth quarter. Here's Che. He's covered by Holiday. Pass to the great one. Here's Bird. From outside, off the mark.
The defense just giving him the easy look there. He's not going to miss that.
Goose. Good.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Yeah, they're going to do a much better job of putting a little bit of pressure on him on his way to the hoop.
Oh, swiped away. And they're on the break. Here's the doctor. It's good. Only a few seconds into the shot clock. The doctor's got 5 points in the quarter.
This is not the same guy we saw in the first half. Credit him for finding a way to shake off those first 2 quarters.
To the middle. Here's Che. Some solid defense from Holiday. Gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. Driving in. Pass to Scott. Here's Rodriguez. Launches a three. Scott can't get it to go.
Oh, man, for whatever reason, he can't get it going from 3, and he's pretty good from there.
Here's Miracle Man. And he lobs it up. The lob. Very well done.
Oh, incredible. Save that one. I want to watch it again.
Awesome. Pass to Goose. Here's the doctor. Here's Goose. Outside Holiday. Fires for 3. It's hauled in by Miracle Man. Miracle Man's got 4 rebounds now.
Sometimes it's just not your night. Fortunately, his teammates have picked up the slack. This second half has been all about looking to score in the paint. They've done a good job with that.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. 1 shot.
Gotten 4 of 9 shots to go in during this fourth quarter. Pass to Doctor. Outside Holiday. Here's the Doctor. Intercepted. And here's the fast break. Unloads. Shot's good by the Great One. The Great One's got 21 points in the game.
Excellent play coming at the right time, too, guys. They need to string together some defensive and offensive possessions just like that.
Now here's Holiday. No good. Had a chance to end the run there.
And despite a struggle scoring the ball, they've done enough to build this lead.
And that one's good. Cunningham.
It's just one of those nights where he's been very good, but his team is losing, and that's just an odd feeling.
Back to Holiday. Holiday is screen on Cunningham. Here's the Doctor. Pass to Scott from behind the arc. And Cunningham pulls it down.
At this point, I'm not sure if it's the play calling or the player himself.
Here's Bird. Here's the pick. Inside. And the deficit down inside single digits.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
And we've got a timeout called by Kenny Atkinson. He wants their game plan to be crystal clear at this point. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, well during that last break I heard Kenny Atkinson as he talked with his team, and he encouraged them to stay focused and not get complacent, saying we've worked too hard to get this lead and we're not going to give it up now. Stay connected, play smart, let's get this win. Guys, back to you.
Great work, Allie, thanks. Here's Scott. Pass to T. To snap the cold streak. And it's Bird with a rebound. Gotten 7 of their first 10 shots to go during this fourth quarter. The captain misses again. Just 4 for 10 from the floor. Gone just 1 of 6 from downtown in this final quarter. Launches it from deep. And Cunningham pulls it down. Gone 2 of 3 from beyond the arc here in the fourth. They swipe it. Here's the Doctor. Now here's Holiday. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
I don't mind that. I mean, they met him at the rim and temporarily prevented the points.
That's good from Holiday. And we continue to see the value of NBA franchises climb. Grant, are you glad you got in when you did?
Oh, yes, I am. I think beyond, though, the dollars and cents, it's just the joy of having a hand in the growth of this game and this league that we all love so much.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Shooting around 41%. Here's Che. The 3-ball. The triple drop.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
And we've got a timeout called by Kenny Atkinson. He's looking to make some very important adjustments here. Shooting only 29% since the fourth quarter began. Fires the 3. Oh, it's off.
Big rebound there. Now the question is, can they be better on the boards down the stretch? It remains to be seen.
Knocks down the trifecta.
Backing up that last 3 with another 3. The defense has to stop giving them so many clean looks.
Here's Scott. 6 on the shot clock. Oh, it's off target.
He's trying to find his shot, but at some point you have to start making these.
He fires. Oh, he dropped in a sweet J. They're just trying to hold on to this lead, Grant.
And right now, you just can't afford to be careless.
Here's T. From 13 feet. Oh, no good. Gone 4 of 5 from beyond the arc here in the fourth. They set the pick. Oh, can't hit the jumper. Shooting just under 40% from the field. Oh, the lead pass. Great dish.
It's nice to see they're not settling for three-pointers. These guys are putting in the work inside.
And so it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. The pressure is on, and he's got a plan to share with his guys. Here's Bird.
Man, good whistle there.
Double zero. Third personal foul. Second team foul.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And no good, as the first free throw misses. We'll see if he can hit the second. And the second of 2 is good. And that shrinks the margin to just 4.
Just a tough miss at the line. They're down 2 baskets now.
Yes, sir! The finish with the jam!
And 1 move ahead of the defense. A solid pick.
And then the monster dunk to complete the play. Well done.
Great chemistry on display. He understood where to put the screen in order to free up his teammate.
And he commits the intentional foul. A terrific view of that move captured on the connected cam, thanks to AT&T. And now we've got an intentional foul.
Number 1. First personal foul. Third team foul. At the line for 2.
And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss. And no good on the second free throw. So 0 for 2 there.
Things aren't looking good here. I mean, they need points, and they need them now.
And if I were them, I'd start thinking about where I'm going to get food after the game, because this one looks a bit out of reach.
Here's Scott. There's 25 seconds left in the game until they foul intentionally.
Second personal foul. Fourth team foul. At the line for 2. Rodriguez.
Good on the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And And he cannot convert on the second. That misses.
I hate to say it, but I'm pretty sure we can close the book on this one.
Yeah, they fought as hard as they could. Just wasn't in the cards tonight.
And so the home crowd treated to a win. This one was in the balance right until the final seconds.
And BA, they showed their character when it mattered most, sending those fans home happy.
And that about wraps it up. For Richard Jefferson, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson. Thank you for being with us. And time to present our player of the game.